Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you all here with me today. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you how I personally junk journal. I like to use a composition notebook, and as you can see here, this thing is pretty big. There's still empty spots in it, and this is an old junk journal that I stopped doing part way. I moved on to a different junk journal because I don't know why I did. Anyways, I am a person who is very much a perfectionist, and this style of junk journaling is very freeing for me personally. If I make things too pretty, I will not use it. I will put it on my shelf and stare at it and keep it looking as precious and pristine as it is on day one. So I take a junk journal, or I take a composition notebook. This is actually a headband for your hair. I love to use these as closures in my glue books or my junk journals or whatever. I use these all the time. This one was from a craft store, and I got it because it's Seahawk colors years ago, but I also get them from the Dollar Tree, so definitely use those. And I add some ribbon in here for reinforcement, just in case the book does get so big it plops open. I've never had that problem, so I don't think I'm going to add this time. If it did bust open, I could always add this later. And all it is some ribbon. You can see here I put it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different times, or 3 different times in my book, just to kind of help the binding stay together. It's almost like creating signatures, if you will. And then I add just a bunch of tabs just for funsies, and I sticker bomb the cover. And when I start my junk journal, I go through and I kind of wreck it. And well, first let me show you what it looks like first, and then I'll show you my process of how I kind of wreck it before I get to play in it. I feel like if it's messy and it's chaotic, then I will actually use it, if that makes sense. And I actually put like junk in mine, right? So like on this one, I actually did like a glue book page or whatever. I have my name here. Everything was red. Here is my dog Sherman. And then this is a bunch of just various like pug things I would find. Stickers, magazine image. This was tissue paper from, I think, my son's birthday. I colored this, you know, things like that. You can see this is from 2017. My son turned 18. I had a Minion party for him. Every year I do a theme, and we played games, and this was the score sheet. This was part of his decoration, and I used Minion washi tape. And then here I just put random things. Like I have a card that was given to me. My family always, they find cool like tags or whatever. Like this is really thick tag. It's from the NFL. It was like a shirt or a jersey or something. They always give me these to like collage on or whatever. So I have some in here. Just random things I find. Here I kind of did some glue book pages in here. Sometimes I color or draw in here. So these right here, my goddaughter, I watched from 7 weeks old to about 2 years old till COVID happened. And this is like her favorite food. And then this was a toy I bought her. And inside of these, I wrote about her favorite foods. And like, so yeah, so I put one of baby Charlotte's favorite foods, 2019. And then this was a little doll I bought for Charlotte, 7/2/19. And she really liked it. So yeah, I keep things like that. It's not even my daughter. I mean, she is. She's my goddaughter. Oops, let's put this back down. But I have memories like that, and then, you know, just random things. Like I said, I glued in here. This flips out. Got stickers. This right here, my son, you can see here, August 2019, Jackson won me a stuffed animal from the claw machine at Wonderland. It was a big, soft hamster. And I don't know if you know this, but I used to have hamsters as pets all the time. Jackson had one as well. And you can see here that I didn't always like finish everything. Let's see here. I think we have some personal things there. Oh, I was vegan at the time, and these cinnamon rolls from Trader Joe's are vegan. So if you didn't know that, vegan. So I put those in here. Oh, here I have my kids too. pairs of shoes. It was the first time, my kids are 7.5 years apart, and they wore the same shoe size. It was the first time I bought them the same size shoe. Here I have watercolor behind here. I made a belly band. I have my birthday cards in here. This is something I drew just for funsies, and I added glitter in her hair. I mean, it's just, you know, crazy stuff. I put down some of my favorite movie quotes. Here I have, again, I was just kind of, I did some watercolor in here just to kind of get something on the background pages. Again, more collage. My first vegan fast food burger. Burger King I got like they came out with the Impossible Burger. It was amazing. It was the first time I had ever had like a fast food when I was vegan, so that was crazy to me. Again, I did a lot of gluing in here because I just, whenever I would open it up and just play. Let's see here. And then, let me find. Oh, this one I had started. It was like the little pieces of washi tape that I would cut off, and then they were like stuck to my scissors. So I started putting them on here. Let's see here. There were some other... Here I found this cat, and I added lips to it, and then I just wrote meow in different fonts. I mean, I'm just, listen, just doing whatever here, okay? Let me see here. Oh, I did. Look at my collaging. So I just ripped up a bunch of magazine images that had pink. So anything that had pink, I tore that little pink part off, and then I put two guys that I thought were really cute on here. I used to love drinking these, so I would take the tops and like fold them down really smooth and just glue them on here. I took a bunch of alphabet stickers from the Dollar Tree, and then I put them on here and then put packing tape over the top so they wouldn't come up, so I could put something on here. This is one of those pages I just kind of dirtied up. I did things like, oh, I loved this lemon mint. I loved that. And then things here I did like things I love, and I just wrote things that I loved on there. A bunch of eyes, Dr. Pimple Popper, a Seattle Seahawks page. So my husband buys me a calendar every year for the Seahawks, like our family calendar. So I cut it up at the end of each year, and I keep things like this. So I made myself a little pocket, and this is tissue paper, Seattle Seahawks tissue paper for my husband's birthday. I found a bunch of pizza stuff. Did I write anything on here? I did. I wrote something on here. Okay, so this is cardboard from a pizza box. My first vegan, or it was my favorite vegan treat at the time, was a little pizza box. Or, not the pizza box, I'm sorry. It's a vegan pizza. So, I just, you know, I had fun, and I'm kind of skipping over some, like, you know, personal stuff. And then here's another weird face I drew, just for fun. This was my grandmother's best friend. I didn't know for decades that she wasn't even part of our family because she was at everything. I just assumed she was like, I don't know, my grandma's sister or something. But anyways, yeah, she passed away, and this is her memorial card. Here I was like all this chocolate stuff. This was my favorite chocolate bar from Trader Joe's that was vegan at the time. Let's see here. What else do we have? I did do a lot of collaging in here. It was basically just an everything book for me that I could play. I'm trying to make sure I'm not showing. These were Dollar Tree stickers that I glued on here. Here were a bunch of Smarties that I glued. I took everybody's wrappers. I told them to keep them when we had a package of Smarties, and then I glued them on here. This little Spider-Man. I have some, like anything that's like this, there's something written on it. This was a quote I found about anxiety. So basically you get the gist. Like here was a bag of bread, and I glued it in here and then put like, this was like a really cute story. 2 gay penguins adopt an egg and become proud dads to a baby girl. It was just an interesting thing I found in a magazine, so I put it in there. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of like 80s themed stuff. Here's one thing I did that I can show. I can't show some of that stuff, but I glued 2 bags to this page, so now I have 2 pockets here. So anyways, this is just one of my junk journals that I thought I would show you. If you're like me, like when I make them all pretty and stuff, I can't use them. I just don't feel like I can just be expressive and fun. I'm just way too much a perfectionist for that. So using something like this actually is very freeing for me. So what I do, I'm just going to put my little thing here. I take a few pieces of paper here, like maybe 3, and gently wrinkle them up. Your paper might rip if you're too rough. And you know what? That's totally cool, because you know what you can do? You can add washi tape on the rip spots, and that just adds more, you know, fun to it. Now, I'm telling you, this sounds ridiculous, but when you wrinkle up your paper, when you're all done, your book feels so freaking amazing. I will show you. I'm going to wrinkle these papers, and then you can hear the awesomeness in the paper, but you have to do this to feel it for yourself. So I'm just going to keep grabbing some wads of paper. I'm probably just going to wrinkle everything in here, because honestly, you can still kind of flatten stuff out a little bit, but only grab a few pages at a time, because you want to be able to really wrinkle it. And you can't really, like, see here, this one didn't really get wrinkled because I think I added too many. But just trust me, this, when you're all done and you straighten all your papers out, oh my gosh, your book is so fluffy and it feels so good. If you're like a textile person and you love paper, do this. Trust me, put on a movie and just do this. Okay, so I'm going to go finish doing this, and then I'll come back and I will show you how it sounds, and then we will do some other things to wreck our journal. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, here it is without me kind of like fluffing it out or whatever. And I did end up accidentally ripping a couple pages, which doesn't bother me at all. I know, crazy, right? So different from my normal. And some of these aren't, okay, but listen. It feels so weird at first to wrinkle up your pages, but once you do, oh my gosh. And if you wrinkle them individually, it'll be even better. Some I wrinkled a little bit more than others, and I just go through and kind of, you know, flatten them back out a little bit. So I'll go finish doing this, and then I can either tape up whatever little spots I ripped now or do that later. But things I want to keep in here are like, do you remember those 2 fortune cookie quotes or whatever that I got, fortunes, with my mom and I? And then we were laughing because she said that hers was for me because it said you're about to experience a change or something, and we were joking about it being menopause. That is stuff I want to put in here. If I've learned anything about losing a parent, it's I want those core memories to be remembered, or not core memories, that's not a core memory. It's just a memory of something that my mom and I laughed about, and I want to remember that stuff. So things like that I want to put in here. Okay, so I'm going to go finish. I don't even know if you guys could hear me. Sorry. I was such in a zone of like kind of flattening these out just a little bit. Oh my gosh, trust me, it feels so weird at first to like wrinkle up your paper. Trust me, okay? Okay, so I already went through now, and I kind of pressed down my pages a little bit, and now it feels, listen. It feels amazing. It feels so good. Okay. Step 2 for wrecking my composition notebook. I'm just going to call it Wreck This Journal because that's what I'm going to do. This part isn't necessarily wrecking it, but I do want to... Oh yeah, I just got this washi tape. It has little mermaids on it. I'm going to go through and I'm going to find the middle first. Where are we at? It is right... Oh, wrong direction. Right here. Yeah, here's the middle of my composition notebooks. I'm just going to kind of smooth that bad boy down for a second. I might even use this. Oh yeah, that works out great. And I'm going to, actually I need to go this way. I'm a side person. I always have to turn everything to the side. Okay, so I'm going to add some washi tape down the middle here of my spine. And just to kind of help reinforce those strings there in the middle to stay in place. And it's just one more thing to add in here for decoration, right? Use up that washi tape. You have it. Use it. All right, we'll just stick that in there. I use my little fingernail. And I don't even care if it's straight. I know, I'm like a whole new person with these journals. I'm telling you, it just brings out the kid in me because I can just play and I don't have to worry about things being perfect. I mean, honestly, I don't have to worry about things being perfect with my glue books either, but I do prefer them to be a little bit more on the perfect side because that's what makes me happy when I'm creating. When I'm doing these journals, I just want to play and I don't want to think about things being perfect. Okay, so I got that down. I got my bone folder here because I really want to make sure I get the... I could have added some glue as well, but I think I'm fine. And then, let's see, let's add some washi tape to some of the edges as well. We use this one. It says, "It's a beautiful day." Probably won't be able to read it once I put it down the side, but that's all right. Okay, so there was a couple pages here I know I ripped on the side, but oh, right here. And it doesn't really matter if they're ripped or not, but this does give me an excuse to put some washi tape on the edge, which I love to have washi tape on the edges. It just adds a little something. Okay. So step 2 is add washi tape everywhere. Operation add the tape. I love how washi tape you can see through, so you can tell if you're like even or not. Even-ish, you know. Okay. Ish. Even-ish. All right, let's just fold that over. Again, it's not perfect, and I'm totally okay with that. Because I'm free. Free journaling. All right. Get in there, you little twerp. All right, you know what? That corner doesn't listen. You don't listen, sir. Okay, there we go. So we have some washi right there. And I can continue to do that in a few spots. And I'm also going to kind of open it up randomly and add washi tape in a few spots throughout the book. So I'm going to go and continue to add some washi. I'm going to be using some washi I was just sent in a Happy Mail. Man, I've been using my Happy Mail goodies all week. I love using the stuff you guys send me. Okay, so I'm going to just go and continue to add washi tape on some of my ends and some of the middle parts throughout my book. If you're following along with me, go do the same, and then we can reconvene here in a minute, and we'll do some other things to our journal to get it going. Okay, next step, I am going to... I didn't finish adding my washi. For sake of the video, I'm not going to have time to do everything I want to do here, so I'm just going to show you a few things I'm going to do. Okay, so I want to make a pocket, so I'm going to fold this side down. Just like so. And then I am going to add some glue stick here because I want it to stick closed. So fold that back down like that. Grab my little scraper tool here. Just give that a nice little thing like that. And then, okay, so now I have this pocket, right? But I do have some paper from when I was playing in my glue book the other day. So I'm going to glue this on here and then fold my edge over to make this pocket a little bit more sturdy. So let's do that. And then let's glue this so I can fold it over. That a little fold. And the reason why I'm doing this is it just kind of reinforces the pocket a little bit, just makes it a little bit more sturdy to have this piece folded over. You absolutely don't have to do that. In fact, you don't have to do any of these steps. Pick which ones you like, roll with it, and don't use them if you don't like them. Not a problem. Okay. So now I have a pocket here. You could have put paper here too if you wanted beforehand. And then I'm going to put a piece of washi tape down because I want to. It's a beautiful day. All right, here we go. There we go. And you can glue pages together if you want. If you want less pages, you can glue some together. If you need your pages to be thicker, if you're finding it's kind of floppy because what you glued on there was kind of heavy, glue a couple pages together so it makes them a little bit thicker since composition notebooks are so thin. Okay, so now I could glue these 2 pages together to make this a little thicker if I wanted to, but I don't think I need to. Okay, so you can go through and add a few pockets. I still have this piece, so I could go through and just randomly add a pocket somewhere if I wanted to, which I probably will end up doing. And then another thing you can do is get some pens or pastels, watercolor pens, alcohol markers, whatever you want to use. Watercolor paint, acrylic paint, and just kind of slap some stuff on the pages. I tend to like to use watercolor or markers instead, because with paint, like acrylic paint, sometimes it's hard to write on. But if you're not going to write on that page, who cares? So yeah, you can do all kinds of things. So let me go get my things for that, and then I'll be right back for step number, I don't know what step we're on. 3, 4? I want to close my book a little bit. Let me grab a clip. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Okay. There, and ooh, gosh. There. All right, I am going to take my pens and I'm going to add some, oops, now I'm coloring all over the, you know what? I don't like using those. Change my mind. My pen will hit where my pen hits. I'm going to do the top. Let's add some green now. I guess I'll add a little bit of purple. Let's just add a little bit in there. I'm really messily doing this because I don't care if it gets on the pages too. Okay, so now we have that. That was cool. So now this is what my, oh, I guess it's kind of, oh, there, you can see it in the camera. You could also do this with watercolor. Put some watercolor on your brush and put it on here. Okay, so far we've added some washi tape. I will add more, but just for the sake of the video. We added some pen and some watercolor. We added some pockets. I want to add some fabric in here now as well. Okay. So now I have some fabric, and like this was sent to me in a Happy Mail. I keep those kinds of things when they're sent to me so that I can use them in things like this. I have my heat gun heating up. I'm actually going to use a hot glue gun for a lot of this stuff. I also have, my son got some Golden Girls pajamas and they were way too long. And so he cut them off and then he gave me this little fabric. So I'm going to add this in here as like a fabric flip. So I'm going to cut off this part. Oh, I probably should be using better scissors. Where am I? Probably should be using my fabric scissors, what I should be doing, but you know, there's that. Now this is fun to use in here because I know that this was my son's pajamas. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think I might, so you're probably wondering what a fabric flip is. So basically you glue it at the top and then you can flip this up and write stuff. So when people are, you know, you're flipping through your journal, people can't exactly see like what you have in there. Okay. All right. So let's put this somewhere in the book. Let me put this kind of maybe more back here. Is my hot glue gun ready? Oh my gosh, my cord's too short. All right, we'll go this way. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to squeeze it with my left hand. Look at me shaking. Okay, uh-oh. There we go. Get up there. I forgot it wasn't as wide as the page. You probably think I'm totally insane right now. I am. I'm so insane. Okay. So I glued that part on there. I know. It is kind of weird. I agree. And you don't have to keep the whole thing. I could even cut this like right here if I wanted. You know what I mean? Just to have like a little part. But also this was my son's pants. I don't know. Weird. I get it. I totally get it. Okay. So now I have this piece that was sent to me. I'm going to cut that and I'm going to make a little tab out of it. And I'm going to use my hot glue for that as well. I guess it would really help if my hot glue gun reached further, but that's okay. All right, we'll just stick that on there like that. I will use my bone folder to squish it down. I do not need that much glue. I'm squeezing too hard with my left hand. Okay, once that dried, it came right up. Okay, so we have one tab down. We got that sticking out. I have some more scraps here. Maybe I just want to put this along a page. Like right along here. All right, let's do that. I rarely use my hot glue gun anymore, so this is fun for me. So quick and easy too. Ah! She spoke too soon. Ow, I touched the hot glue. Don't do that. All right. All right, let the fraying begin. And then this was also sent to me. I had something wrapped in it, so I'm gonna add this as well. It has little things coming off of it, so let's do that. Oh, look how sturdy my left hand is getting now. Ooh, this girl is on fire. I'm probably gonna be on fire here if I accidentally touch this hot glue. Let's use this to push that down. And again, you can do this any way you want. There are no wrong ways to do this. So if you want your stuff to look more tidy and clean, then make it more tidy and clean. I don't want mine to be more tidy and clean. Ooh, those are fun. I might have to add another strip of that. That's fun. I also have pom-poms I can add. Just because my friend Lynn loves the pom-poms so much, I like to add them. She hates them. $5 says she makes a comment on them. Okay. Boop. Okay. Turn that page over real quick here. I always like to push down the other side. Okay. So now I have these little things. Okay, so then I have done with this fabric. That can go now. I have some more of this torn stuff. So let's make a few more little tabs because those are fun. Let's add one right down here. Just add a little glue. Ooh, or a lot of glue, you know, whatever. You do you. Hot. Oh, I love bone folders. Your scraper tool from Dollar Tree, also great for this. I use it all the time for that. I just didn't realize I had it hidden, sitting right here. Okay. Push that down. It helps if you wait till the glue is dry for a second, and then your tool should pop right up, but I'm impatient. Okay, so now I've added some tabs. I have some more fabric here. This is actually from the Dollar Tree. I might add another flip right here. So let's cut this right here. Will this tear? Yep. All right, let's glue this bad boy on here too. I'm just gonna put it down a little lower than it needs to be so I can see how wide it is. Oops. Okay, now let's take, oopsie, come up, there we go. Kind of push that down. So now if I want to write something here and I don't want anybody to see it, just boop, put it back down. Okay, so I've added some fabric tabs. I added a fabric strip. I added some just cheap pens. See how it's going through? Love that. I'll probably go through and do a few more of those. And then I also added a few pieces of washi tape down the middle of pages and down the sides. Like this piece of washi tape ripped, so I just put it down the side ripped. I have this fabric flip. And then I have some pom-poms I wanted to add. So let's do that. These were also sent to me. Let's see, am I missing? Is there like a section that doesn't have stuff? I feel like right in here. Let's add it right here. Again, you can skip any or all of these steps if you want. I'm just giving you some ideas. You know, free stickers. Use your scraps while you're crafting. Anything that's left over, you can just glue in here for funsies. I put free stickers in mine. Sometimes I draw on mine, as you saw. You know, if I have a birthday party or something, I may take some stuff from that and put it in here, like a napkin or, you know, the invitation, something like that. I just put this on upside down. That's fine, though. And I touched it. Whoops. Talking and crafting at the same time is not easy. At least for me. Oh my gosh, I get so confused. And okay. All right, got the pom-poms just for you, Lynn. So here's what it's looking like now. Getting all fun, and I'm gonna sticker bomb the front. I know you're probably upset about the panda, but it is what it is. Let me grab, I just want to do this one more time. It seems like a weird background, but if you just put like a card over this or a picture, it just kind of allows you to have some pages that are already kind of junky, so you don't feel like you can't play in it. I guess this is the whole point I'm trying to make here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take some purple in here. All right, another thing you can do, and this was really common back in the day when people were really making these, is after it's all wrinkly, like find a good wrinkly page, take your stamps and just lightly go over them like that. So you can take your stamps, just kind of lightly go over them. I'm gonna add some stamp over that pen part. Ooh, where's that other pen part I just did? Right here. Go over that with some pink. Ooh, that looks rad. Love that. Uh-oh, did I glue those together? Nope. Just add my stamp pad on here. Yellow. I have a yellow. I am notorious for not working in the back of my book, so I purposely just did that. Ooh, yeah, look at this color. Kind of like a purpley pink. Personally, I like this better than doing like a watercolor, only because it's quicker and it's dry and it's fast. What's this? Red geranium. Don't like it. I want bright, fun colors. Ooh, here's a navy blue. Let's go over the purple with the navy blue. Ooh, that looks cute. Oh, lost another one. Do I need to glue at the bottom of the... Why are these popping off? Or is that one? That might be that same one that's been floating on my table. Oh no, because it's right here. add blue here. And I'm very lightly touching my paper with this, so use a gentle touch when you're doing that. I'm going to go in with my favorite Paradise Teal as well because Mama loves it. Mama's fave. Okay. Man, hot glue is just so fast. Dang. Oh, what am I doing? Ugh. Oh boy. This is not going to be pretty. Say a prayer. Say a little prayer for me. There we go. I think I salvaged it. All right. Are you still stuck on there? Oh, it's stuck. Okay. You know what? Maybe this one I'll tuck around. That way I know it's really stuck on there. It's like a bigger tab. Get out. Okay, just kind of press that. There we go. All right, everyone, let's recap and see what we've done so far with our composition notebook junk journal. We have wrinkled the pages. We added some washi tape to the spine of pages. We added ink to our pages. We added some marker to our pages. We added tabs to our pages. We added fabric flips. We added some trim. We made a pocket. What else did we do? What else? I think that's it so far, but I think you get the general gist of how to make this more personalized to you. Go find scraps. Use all kinds of fun stuff. If you ate something new and you were excited about it, glue it in here and write a little note and say why you liked it. Or maybe it was, you know, the first time your girlfriend or your boyfriend bought you a candy bar and you want to remember that. I don't know. It can be the simplest things, but I'm telling you, when you look back at those things, it's kind of fun because you're like, your memory sparks. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's right. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys like this idea. It is a lot of fun. And I'm going to go and glue a bunch of stuff in here and play and add more wash. I mean, look at all this pile over here, you guys. Let me show you. This is my like little, I have all this stuff right here to go and continue to play with and add. And it's just so fun. Add fabric, paper, scraps, recycling, trim, ribbon, string. Anything you can think of works in here. All right, everyone, that concludes today's video. I hope you guys had a good time hanging out with me because I had a great time hanging out with you. I'm going to go and continue to play in here and add some more things. Maybe I'll show you again tomorrow my progress. I hope you have a fabulous day. Don't forget to drink your water, give this video a like, and I will see you guys tomorrow.